Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Chesapeake Energy Arena in downtown OKC. Tonight, it's the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. We're underway. The Cavs take the tip. Nothing going here on that drive. Clarkson. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Jordan Clarkson. Jay, without question, one of the biggest moments of the NBA offseason, Paul George stays in OKC.
I think him and Russ work well off each other. Playoff P wants to be playoff P all the time. Who better to bring that out of you than the Beast Boy?
Westbrook to Paul George. Count the basket. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Westbrook with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. George looking for his man. Now pass taken away by Cleveland.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
To Love. And scores. Strong take.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Russ at the controls. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Russell Westbrook at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Clarkson to Love. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
From the painted area, won't go down. Another follow, stays out. Rodney Hood above the rim.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Thunder with the basketball. Westbrook to George. It's Westbrook. Wide open look, won't go.
0-4 to start the game. Don't worry about that. You can make your next 6 shots and then be 6 of 10 from the field. That's 60%. That can get you 80 million.
To Rodney Hood. Here's a chance from long range. Knocks it down in the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
But did you see on that 3-point shot, did you see him slightly kick his legs out? By kicking his legs out, the defender runs into the legs. There's contact. That's how you get a 4-point play potentially.
Rodney Hood with a chance at a 4-point play for his career 82%. 3-pointer plus a free throw on that trip. Westbrook across the timeline. 5-point game. Russell Westbrook powers it through.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they are big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Cavaliers with the basketball. Knocked loose. Probing the defense to Paul George. Paul George, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Clarkson with the basketball. Leads just a point to Rodney Hood. Fires the three. He made his first effort, but not that time. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Westbrook with it. Down 3. To George. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Clarkson to Rodney Hood. Gets to the basket and scores.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Westbrook into the front court. They're down 3. Shot from the lane won't go. Clarkson with the basketball. He'll run the offense to Rodney Hood. Nice pass to set things up. Kevin Love, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Westbrook into the front court. Down 5. Paul George to Westbrook. OKC now with 4 to shoot. Down to Westbrook. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw try off the mark. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. To Paul George. Paul George. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Sexton. Over to the right side. Nice finish at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Now a whistle. And we're going to get a timeout from OKC. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Kevin Love sends it away. Out of bounds the call. Off Kevin Love. Carmelo Anthony traded, but Sam Presti turns that into Dennis Schroeder.
And I love this acquisition by the Thunder. When you think about Schroeder, he is almost the opposite of what Russell Westbrook is. He is not a ball-dominant guard. He will have the ball in his hands, but he's more apt to make plays quickly with the ball than Russell, who likes to hold on to the ball towards the end of a shot clock.
Sexton gets it in the left corner. Thompson to Rodney Hood. Can't connect.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Nothing going here on that drive. George, another chance. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Absolute stud. Just flexing on them on both the defensive and offensive end. I don't know if we should call him the young bull anymore. He's maturing right in front of our eyes.
Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2. Deep 3 at the buzzer. First quarter in the books. The Cavaliers with the lead. 1 quarter down. Jay, is anyone gonna miss? Defense was not good in that first quarter.
Well, the offense is hitting on all cylinders. Great ball movement, great shooting, great passing. But my goodness, has the defense been horrific. Can we do something about that, please, in the second quarter?
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Sexton. Lays it up and in.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Add 2 points to the board.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Schroeder. Down low, Noel. Tristan Thompson. Blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. George to Schroeder. Tristan Thompson pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Alec Burks to J.R. Smith. For 3, well, with J.R., it can be no, 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 yes, when it goes in.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
To George. And a nice finish at the rim.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Defense making the ball carrier work. To Paul George. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. And he finishes at the rim.
Hey, at least this time he puts it up.
The Thunder have the possession to George. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Clarkson with the basketball. Up 6. Count it.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
Paul George.
Hit.
Five seconds to shoot. It's PG for 2. Shot won't go. Clarkson with the basketball. It's an 8-point lead. Can't connect from in close. George. To Schroeder. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. Schroeder. Grant with the shot. That won't fall.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Oh, Dennis Schroeder. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Beyond the arc for 3. Jordan Clarkson hounded. Shot off the mark. Channing Frye rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Hey, lock up,
Clarkson
lock
with
up.
the basketball. Up by 6. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
You know, he may not show up in your feed all the time with the crazy highlights, but he's one of the most underrated creative shot makers we have in this game.
Westbrook. That pass stolen by the Cavs.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Westbrook's shot won't go on the drive. Clarkson with the basketball. His team leads it by 10. Lets it fly from long range. Rodney Hood couldn't get open. Misses the shot. Down low George. He was hacked. They let it go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Clarkson to Rodney Hood. And that's rebounded by the Thunder. Westbrook with the basketball. Down 8. And he hits. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
Thunder with the basketball. To Westbrook. Paul George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Offensive board. Slams it home on the putback.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Now a whistle, and Cleveland is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. New blood coming in for both sides. Short jumper won't go down.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
And he scores. Euro step into the rim, Jay.
It was gorgeous. I love the way he shows you the ball, then cradles it and lays the ball in as smooth as butter.
It's Russ at the controls. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Russell Westbrook trying to cash in on a 3-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. The Cavaliers have the lead.
The Cavaliers have themselves a close game after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Russell Westbrook with the rock. To Adams. Westbrook. Takes stock of the floor. George. Shakes free and hits.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Clarkson with the basketball. Our score all even in this 3rd quarter. Nothing going here on that drive. Curling inside. Got it.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
Westbrook across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. George to Westbrook. The drive, right to the basket. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Paul George at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. To Clarkson. Off the assist.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Come on, you gotta work around the screen. You're killing me.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Clarkson goes to the left side. Kevin Love. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. No good. Love to Clarkson. Nothing going here on that drive. Count the basket inside.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Oklahoma City ball. George. Jumper's good.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Big man, Steven Adams. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
To Love. And he hits.
People may not remember the old school Kevin Love, the one that used to beast you on the block. Now, he lives almost exclusively on the perimeter.
Larry Nance Jr. able to recover with the block. Paul George, a couple of free throws on the way. He struggled so far. Knocks down the first. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Not going down for him this time.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Larry Nance Jr. sends it away. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line. Paul George at the line for 2 shots. He struggled so far. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Oklahoma City's got it. Paul George. It's Clarkson with the slam.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Clarkson. From long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Ferguson slams it down.
An easy two, get back on defense.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
To Paul George. Thompson. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Hood to Clarkson. For three. Now that's a contest.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And he's going to the line to shoot.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Misses the first. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Clarkson to Love. And the rebound taken in by Ferguson. Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Tie game, third quarter. Trying to cash in. Thompson to Clarkson. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Paul George, 4-2. The jumper's off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
And Kevin Love, no hesitation, hits the catch-and-shoot three.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Schroeder. Paul George fires. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
Look, as a player, this stuff happens all the time. No need to make this into something bigger than what it really is. Move on to the next play, get locked in.
Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Strong finish for Paul George. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first three have lived up to the billing.
Deep three at the buzzer. The quarter comes to an end. The Cavaliers with the lead. The Cavaliers start with the basketball here in the fourth quarter. Partner, you and I were just shaking our heads during this quarter break. We can't believe how good a game this has been.
And we've seen this so many times with the teams that are the most talented on paper. This shouldn't even be a game. But sometimes an underdog, they rise to the challenge. And they've really hung in there all the way in these three quarters.
Count the bucket for two.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Ferguson to George. Cleveland has the rebound. To Colin Sexton. Fires the three. Well defended, but Burks knocks it down.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
George, and knocks it down. Jay, the defender, tough to gamble that time beyond the arc.
Ed, I don't know what was said at halftime, but whatever the coach said, it worked. This second half performance has been unreal.
It's good, and one.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw good as he completes the three-point play. The lead is up to 6. Schroeder with the basketball. He'll run the offense. George to Schroeder. Baseline drive. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. He's 3 for 7.
I love when I get a chance to watch guys who can make more out of what they actually have in their arsenal. And that's who Dennis Schroeder is. For a guy who really can't shoot, he sure does put the ball in the bucket.
To J.R. Smith. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
J.R. Smith trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 73%. Whoops, that won't go. Shot from the lane won't go. To Colin Sexton. Curling inside. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
All right, that was a little bit of a gamble there, but not a terrible move sending him to the free throw line.
And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Westbrook with it. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. From the painted area, won't go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Off the assist.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Cleveland has the basketball. Love for 2. Count it for Kevin Love.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Deep 2 there, won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Love to Colin Sexton. Here's a chance from long range. Like the toughness, but Colin Sexton off the mark. Paul George to Westbrook. Has a chance. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
There's only so many times you can hide from the truth. That was horrific defense. Just got to get it back on the next possession.
Now the Cavs going to signal for timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where habits come into play. Players think they can turn that switch on and off at their beckoning call, but it doesn't work that way. That's why coaches talk about practicing good habits on a daily basis, because they show up in the fourth.
Steven Adams with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
OKC ball. Westbrook to Paul George. Surveys the floor. Able to convert inside.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Sexton to Love. Easy path to the rim.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
George to Schroeder. Knocked loose. Cavs come away with it. Steven Adams with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Spinning shot. Won't fall.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Has a look. Can't connect.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Cavaliers. So this remains Thunder basketball. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Entering the game for the Cavaliers, number 22.
Westbrook to George. OKC now with 4 to shoot. It's Westbrook. And the rebound taken in by Hood. Working the outside. To Rodney Hood. And the basket good at the rim.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Russ at the controls. Trying to cash in. Shot by Westbrook won't go. To Rodney Hood. Fires the three. Rodney Hood couldn't get open. Misses the shot.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Rodney Hood. Nothing going here on that drive. Hood. For three, no good. That's great defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
The Cavs are victorious as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now.
The Cavaliers emerged victorious after a tight finish. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.